Yeah, actually, I felt free. I felt really good and very powerful. So it gave me the guts to do it right then and there.
That's great.
With no regrets, no excuses. I chose to do what I needed to do in my life.
So how are you ladies feeling after the first round of the tell-all was aired? Stacey, how are you feeling after everything?
I feel good. I feel like watching it, even though it was filmed months and months ago, it was a very emotional time. But I feel like since then, we got our power back and feel stronger than ever, actually.
Darcey, how about you?
I actually didn't watch it yet. I obviously was there filming it, but, it was a lot to go through at the time. I'm glad I had my support of the girls, my dad, Stacey, Florian, and, Michael. And, it was a shame Georgie didn't show up, but you guys will see how that plays out in the next one. And I'm just looking forward to what the future holds.
Definitely. So, can you tell us why he didn't show up?
I had some different concerns. It's only for him to say, but I think it was a multitude of things. I think he was just going through something emotional himself that we were all there for. Also, there were some things that happened off camera that I feel like he just wasn't laying it out on the line. And we were all there to support him. We just wanted to support back in return. He was in New York, and I felt like he could have had the decency to at least show up, but I guess he wasn't in the mood that day.
Yeah. Stacey, were you disappointed that he didn't show up?
I was, because, we've done everything together, and he knew when he got in the relationship with Darcey, he knew this is what we do, and our life is on TV, and this was the tell-all, the first Darcey and Stacey tell-all, and it was a big deal, and a lot happened around that time, and we all really wanted him to support Darcey. Yeah. At least, because we really didn't know how it was going to play out, but at least to be there like a ride or die, like Florian was. And honestly, a lot went down that week, and Florian had a huge loss in his family, and he flew in the next day. It was a lot that happened, and Florian was there by my side.
Yeah, Darcey, was that kind of the final?
It was hurtful because I really wanted him to be there by her side as a support system. But we totally understood everything he was dealing with at the time as well. And sorry, my phone dropped. We were very compassionate to what he was dealing with, but at the same time, it would have been nice for him to, have her back.
Yeah, I mean, Darcey, we do know that, you decided to call it quits. Was that the last straw, the breaking point for the relationship?
For me, it was. It honestly was. Having to see everybody's feelings on the relationship, I got to see my relationship from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. I took a little time off, went to Turkey, and decided that I just felt like it was time to cut the cord completely. I wasn't getting what I wanted in the relationship in return, so that was kind of the point where I said, this is not going to work.
Yeah. Was he surprised?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he was a little surprised, but he kind of knew. There was, it wasn't like tears and stuff like that. It was just kind of like, I think he probably knew it was coming too.
Yeah. So would you say it's probably the reason for the split is that he just wasn't there for you, or was money a factor? Money, not there for me. And in that kind of sense, he had every opportunity to say his side of the story, but chose to do it his way, which is fine. Everybody teach their own, and there was no pressure. We just wanted to give him the opportunity to, speak his mind. He had the same platform that we had. He just chose not to. I believe there was a little money issue with that as well, but that's for me to keep to myself. Yeah, definitely. Stacey, were you surprised that Darcey decided to end the relationship? And were you happy?
No, I wasn't surprised. And at that time, I felt like it was the right thing. Mm-hmm. And, right after the tell-all, we were all exhausted. It was a long day, a long week, a very emotional week for many reasons. And me, Darcey, and Florian, we flew out to Turkey the next day. Florian did his teeth, and I feel like she needed a break. She needed a break from, being around him and the energy, and she needed an energy shift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I felt free. I felt really good and very powerful. So it gave me the guts to do it right then and there.
That's great.
With no regrets, no excuses. I chose to do what I needed to do in my life.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people maybe want to know, what did you do with the ring?
I still have it since I kind of paid for it. I still have it. Might trade it in for a nice diamond watch.
Nice. Yeah. Did he ever give you the money back for the down payment?
I never asked.
Never asked. Yeah. I mean, was that ever a red flag to you?
No, because we talked about getting re-engaged at some point. I just didn't know when. And I love diamonds. I love rings. And we have a diamond guy that we deal with in New York, and just went out one day. It was kind of spur of the moment, just like how I buy the rest of my rings. And said, oh, this would be nice if you were ever to get re-engaged. And we had talked about it before. And I remember putting the money down on it. And, he was just like, whenever I get the money, with the job, I'll pay on it. I just never knew when he was going to pop the question. So it is what it is, guys. I love my diamonds. It's a Darcey ring for sure, but maybe it's meant for someone else.
Yes, definitely. Are you, the two of you, still in communication at all? And has he tried to get back together with you?
I cut the cord completely at the time. He's emailed, left some messages, but I have no problem being his friend, and he's a good person. It's just I don't think we really were compatible on that end. So if I was to see him or hang out or talk, I don't have a major problem with that. I just think it would have to happen at the right time, but there's no animosity. I mean, you always have love for that person. It just wasn't right,
Yeah.
For me. Maybe there's someone else. There's got to be one guy in the world that can have the ideal and all these things that I wish on my dream board list.
Mm-hmm.
He was just missing a couple of things, and maybe he'll get that stuff. I don't know, or maybe he'll find someone else.
Are you keeping the door open in the future if he does make changes?
Right now, I'm happy the way I am.
Good.
Yeah.
Stacey, what kind of person would you want to see Darcey with?
Somebody that lifts her up, somebody that is a team player, somebody that, doesn't bash or, negative energy, just somebody that's going to elevate her together and who's, obviously has his own thing going on. Yeah, somebody, obviously she likes good looking guys and, the whole package,
Yeah.
The Darcey package.
Your dad said that he didn't feel like Georgie was in love with you. Did you feel the same way? And did you ever feel that he loved you, or did he love being on TV? Did you ever feel like that?
At times I did, but I feel like he loved me. Was he in love with me? I don't know. I feel like we did have a deep love and connection with each other. How far that went, I don't know. I mean, at times did the show have anything to do with it? Because we had a whirlwind, kind of romance in the beginning, and COVID happened. They came to Connecticut right away, and we had a lot of great moments. But he would never admit that if that's the case. But I thought those things. But I have to be strong within myself in the relationship to know what I want. I just wanted the plan. I wanted to see him take more action other than being on the show. Like, what do you see your life being like? Like, write it out, visualize it so we can see it together. Just, he would talk about things, but nothing would really happen.
Yeah.
And it would be excuses like, why do you, because I'm busy filming the show, or I'm like, no, to me, that's an excuse.
Yeah. Stacey, was it sad?
47, I expect, and, different things in a relationship. So it's, only blame myself for staying in too long. That's the case.
Yeah. So do you blame yourself for staying in the relationship too long then?
Well, got, re-engaged twice. It's like, kind of like, I keep giving chances and chances and chances because, you are hopeful people will change. And, I was trying to change the patterns after that first trip to Turkey. Felt very empowered. So ironically, right after the tell we went back to Turkey, and that's where I felt free again. I was like, felt like I needed to be by myself.